Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading for July 14th to the 20th. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in. Cancer, first things first, happy birthday. I'm starting with you this week. The ink on this whiteboard is still wet. I'm just getting started. And hello. Yeah, I figured it out. So I'm sorry if you were having audio issues. I did a community post on what happened. Here we are. All right. Also, I want to congratulate you. So happy birthday. And also congratulations, Cancer. I hope you're having an amazing birthday season. And congratulations because you are the first to enter this brand new era with everyone else on this planet. Thanks to that rare mini trine, okay, which I'm officially just going to call like the prism portal, okay? Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries at the apex, right? Sextiling Uranus and Gemini. Pluto and Aquarius, okay? Uranus and Gemini, just recent. You're feeling that, okay? It's awakenings, it's breakthroughs. Pluto and Aquarius is evolution, it's transformation, okay? So remember, this is for many years. You're going to start feeling it really strongly through the fall, all right? But because Jupiter's in your sign, that's part of this too, because it's going to be aspecting, okay? So because you are one of the signs hosting this never before experienced cosmic alignment that you are going to feel really strongly, you get a slow clap. Okay, so anyway, let's get to it. This is going to be a week where it's like a retrospective of your life. You're going to feel like that, okay? Remember the retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Neptune retrograde, okay? You see Mercury's about to go retrograde, Pluto's retrograde. So what does that even mean with the fact that Uranus just moved into Gemini last week in your 12th house of rest and retreat and spirituality, intuition, dreams, imagination? Well, you're going to be thinking about how far you've come and what's next, okay? With Uranus and Gemini, a lot of thinking outside the box. You're going to have a lot of really strong intuitive moments, okay? Just letting you know. There could be a lot of things happening behind the scenes for you as well, but through this entire process, you're expanding your consciousness, right? And don't forget, Venus is here too, right? Venus is with Uranus and Gemini. So you may even feel a little bit restless. You got some ideas that you want to implement right away. But all these retrogrades, they're not going to let you right away, okay? You don't want to do it during retrogrades anyway. You want to go within. And remember, these retrogrades are a good thing, okay? They're a good thing. You're going to love it, all right? So just know that sometimes you need like a personal Alexa or Siri, and I am that for you. I'm letting you know. I'm reminding you, okay? This is part of the retrograde package. You're entering uncharted territory. Yeah? All right? So a lot of just what you're going through. Oh my goodness. You've got Jupiter in your sign, right? That's in your sign. This is all about you. Jupiter is bringing that expansion and growth and wisdom and abundance. And then you've got Saturn and Neptune and Aries in your 10th. Oh, hello. That's a big deal with Mercury going retrograde in your second. We'll talk about that, okay? But you're definitely, there is this sense of like idealism, realism, your vision, structure to your vision. So take this time this week to reflect, to review. Remember, Mars is in Virgo. We're going to talk about Mars conjuncting the South Node as well. That's going to help. That's grounding energy. Yeah, because this is all fire and air, fire and air, fire and air. So helps ground you, helps you chart things out. Okay. You're going to be asking yourself this week, and to be honest, the rest of the month, how do you want to take charge? Yeah. What are the values, right, that you find that are important to you as part of your growth, okay? And remember, a lot of this is that wax on, wax off energy that I talked about, all right? Practice patience, stay frosty, be cool. Mercury will go retrograde, okay? So just reflect, okay? Be still like the night or my beating heart. Cancer, do that healing, get spiritual. Again, you've got Uranus in the 12th. You're going to have you're going to be seeing things in different ways. You're going to be, and you already are, okay? You already are. So just spend time thinking about your future. Yeah. Remember, Uranus is all about your future. Pluto and Aquarius. I mean, that's a big deal in itself. You've got you have a lot happening. You have a lot happening during your birthday season. I'm just looking at what's going on for you, and it's just like, okay, there's a lot. All right. Remember, Pluto in Aquarius is in your 8th too. All right. So that's really, really deep. So you're going to be going deep. And so when you think about your direction, your path to enlightenment, your purpose, right? All about moving forward. Where are the cracks? Are there any cracks? Do you have any spiritual sealant? Yeah. Emotional sealant, right? What is your vision moving forward for your new era to be the best version of yourself in this ever-changing world? Okay? It's not how the world changes. It's how you make it adapt to you and what you're going to do. All right. So now Monday, July 14th, let's dive right in. Okay. Here's the thing, by the way, also, you'll see that there's some things written in red. Yeah. So I'm doing something different this week, and everything that's written in red is what we discussed in the bonus spreads for tier 3 members, important lunations, planetoids, asteroids, fixed stars. I'm going to do something different and special this week for the bonus spreads for the tier 3 members. So I thought I'd just give you even like a little preview of like what we do discuss. And a lot, like it's still a lot. It's not even on the whiteboard. But anyway, what I love about this, and especially for you, and that's why I want to be the first to tell you that the Sun and Jupiter are in your sign. You know that, yeah? They're in the sign of, okay. Let me just tell you, Jupiter is going to trine the moon in Pisces. Yeah. So again, there is this mutual reception. Okay. Jupiter's exaltation that we're talking about here in your sign. And this is just really, really, really beautiful. Okay. Because remember, the moon rules you. Jupiter also rules Pisces. Yeah. But Jupiter is exalted in your sign. So there's something here that's very, very, very spiritual, very moving. Again, a lot of like perspective shifting. You're going to have a lot of focus and emphasis on home and your roots and family, your loved ones. I mean, this is the moon trine Jupiter. Remember, I told you this month there are no aspects with Jupiter, only, with the asteroids and with lunations and the moon and things like that. So this is very optimistic. You're going to feel this expansion of opportunities right off the bat, okay? As you go through this retrograde process, but please pay attention to your dreams with Uranus in your 12th. Please, 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 okay? The other thing is that, remember you had all those North Node activations in Pisces. Remember, Pisces rules your 9th house of spirituality, of higher mind, of inner wisdom, yeah? Travel, long distance travel, publishing, broadcasting, all of that. And those 19-degree activations, right? Remember, I told you last week, that is the Libra degree. But this is happening at 7 degrees. 7 degrees just also happens to be the other Libra degree. Okay. So Juno will be active this week too. And so there is this fairness you're seeking, this harmony, this wisdom, this peace. And there's really something spiritual about your direction right now, where something is going to click for you, possibly on this day. And it could be very emotionally moving for you. Okay. There's something really special also with the number 7. Yeah. We're in July, month of 7 anyway, but just being a prime number too. There's just something really, really special here. And again, this is all about something expanding for you in a really big way in terms of like the role that I'm going to play, my identity. So you're really going through it. Yeah. With all these retrogrades, you're really going within, and I encourage it. Okay. You don't want to resist, especially with even Uranus and Gemini. It's all about breakthrough. So you don't want to resist anything that, comes up. Now, Thursday, July 15th, is it even on the whiteboard? This is how new. Yeah, it's not even. See, I'm giving you. This is again something we do in the second thread. This is special. You have the moon in Pisces now, conjuncting the North Node. So a lot of what you were feeling, a lot of the changes, the way that you were seeing things, your belief system, faith, all of that, okay? There's still something lingering from last week for you now, all right? And this is just very dreamy, imaginative, soulful, inspiring energy, okay? Really follow your intuition. What is your gut saying, all right? Remember, you are approaching the Mars South Node conjunction, okay? And so just from the top of the week, just have those moments. And you got the moon conjuncting the North Node. This is a huge karmic alignment with your destiny, and there's this emotional growth, okay? And again, a lot of releasing things that don't serve you well, okay, with the South Node activated too. All right, now, and then I did mention Juno. Juno will trine the North Node and the Moon at this point too. Remember, Juno is in Scorpio in your fifth. There may be something here in terms of what brings you fun, what brings you pleasure. Is there something here with romance? Is there something here with, creative? Creativity, or creative projects or partnerships or sex. It's your fifth house, right? But there is something here in terms of like let's bring some balance, fairness, truth, justice, with partnerships, even contracts, legal matters. Something with the courts is very possible with the North Node and Pisces in your ninth. Okay, just letting you know. And that's, again, it could be like you're getting married. Like, is he signing something? There was something ending anyway. Last week with a full moon in Capricorn for you in your seventh. Juno is associated with the seventh house, which is ruled by Libra. That's why I'm bringing all of this up. All right. So, and another thing, on the same day, the moon will then eventually trine the sun in your sign. So this is such a harmonious, amazing, again, soulful, passionate, really inspiring day for you. So I love it. Now, Thursday, July 17th. Again, something else that we would talk about this in the bonus spread. The sun is going to square Eris. Okay. Now, Eris is Mars's sister. So Mars can be, and so Eris is the same way, but divine feminine. Yeah. All right. Twin sister here. Remember, Eris, threw the golden apple at the wedding to stir things up. Okay, but all in the name of justice, kind of like, Robin Hood or something, right? So you are going to have the sun square Eris. And remember, Eris is pretty much on top of Chiron in your 10th house. So once again, there is something here with career, the way that you want to be perceived, public recognition. If you're not here for career, it's just your reputation. There's honors and achievements as well. So much cardinal energy, so much leadership energy. Yeah. So there really, really, really is something here where the sun is in your sign. You're feeling an urge for something to be corrected. Yeah. Go with it. Okay. Because I'm letting you know right now, Mars and Pluto, we really aren't getting along this day. Just remember, everything is energy. Everything is frequency. Vibrate at this high frequency. It's your birthday season. Yeah. And use Juno. You're meant to use Juno. Okay. Again, she's all about truth, justice. Juno is Jupiter's wife. So Jupiter being in your sign, connecting, this is, okay. It's a good time for you to use this. Yeah. Everything that you want in the name of, balance and truth and justice and relationships and contracts and things like that. Okay. FYI. And even personal relationships. And it can be marriage. It can be career. There's just so much happening about how you're going to be feeling with your connection with other people, especially fame and career. All right. Now, the other thing is, this is happening right before Mercury does go retrograde. You see that Friday on the 18th. That's, it really depends on where you live. And that's why I feel like it may feel like a bit of a squeeze as you move into the Mercury retrograde, because of what's happening here with the sun in your sign squaring Eris. Just know, use this, okay? And again, Mercury going retrograde, it really depends on where you live. That's happening around midnight, so it could be Thursday, anyway, the 17th for you, Friday the 18th, okay? So, Mercury will be retrograde until August 11th from this point forward, all right? So just keep that in mind. I'm going to tell you something. I'm actually might tell other signs too. When we get to August 11th, Cancer, we're going to have Venus conjunct Jupiter in your sign. It happens once a year. These are the two benefic planets. You got some special stuff happening. All right. You have some special stuff happening. Anyway, Mercury retrograde in Leo. So, So here's the thing. This is going to be your second house. Second house is things that you value. Second house is like money, finances, as well, salary. So you see what's happening here? A lot of y'all are reconsidering career or thinking about something in terms of changing things up. Maybe even having a little bit of a pause to, build that confidence in terms of asking for a promotion. Whatever it is, This Mercury retrograde is good. I told y'all that, okay? This is a good retrograde. You got all these other planets retrograde, okay? Meaning you're already in slowdown mode, right? And it's so nice because we've all been experiencing all these new energies, again, that nobody in modern human history has experienced. So just go with this. Go with the flow with the go. Spend time in nature. Yeah, take a walk by the creek. Whatever you need to do, all right? But it's Mercury. Yeah, Mercury's all about communication and the mind. And so, again, I like this retrograde because you got Mars and Virgo helping right here. Yeah, Mars and Virgo is very analytical and checking off your to-do list. You're going to break out like your Asana, your Trello, Google Sheets, whatever it is for your new plan. There's something here. Because Leo is bold and it's all about self-expression. Yeah. There's stuff here with love as well. Mostly self-love. Okay. Leadership, confidence. This is everything that this, prism portal is asking for you. Does that even sound? Maybe I'll call it like the vortex or something. I don't know. But Mercury is all about creativity. So this is, again, a really good retrograde for you to think outside the box and think in creative ways, and you're going to feel this rush of creative energy with Mercury retrograde. And again, yes, people from the past coming back. Okay, remember, Uranus and Gemini, you're already reinventing yourself anyway. Yeah. And so a lot of people that come from the past, there's a reason why. So always think about those moments. They could be connecting you to what you need in the future. But this is everything happening this week. Huge visionary energy. So please take advantage of this. Remember, Uranus is at 0 degrees. You're going to be thinking of in new ways. You're going to have new ideas. You're going to have a lot of curiosity, a lot of change. And remember, Uranus is also freedom. You're freeing yourself from something here. All right. You're having your breakthrough, your Kate and Leo moment at the helm of the boat. Anyway, just use this. Okay. Please use this. It's all about being your authentic self and what you want moving forward. And it actually, remember, Uranus is like lightning. It's like a jolt here. It's your 12th. There's something really spiritual happening for you. There's something like you're just like, I want the biggest, most meaningful thing to happen for me. So make room for it. Yeah. It's Uranus, honestly, is got for in your 12th. That's like a shot of espresso that lasts 7 years. It's a bargain. And you get it for free. All right. So anyway, I just love what's happening for you as long as you do take that pause. Okay. You are going to feel a lot of passion revisiting old projects and any, passions from the past, reconnecting with things, love, right? Former people, friends, coworkers, they're all coming back. I mean, you got Mercury in the second. So there could be something here with material possessions as well. But it's the second house. It's your self-worth. It's self-value. Okay. But you do all the math here. It just seems like a lot of y'all have a big focus in terms of how you want to be perceived moving forward and how to monetize. Okay. So you can even think about, the summer of 2023 when Venus was retrograde in Leo, just, maybe there was something there that may come up around this time. All right. Just remember, everything is divine timing too. And you're going to see that a lot of things that you want to do, the perfect timing would be around September. Okay. And again, Mars and Virgo's helping you stay grounded. And that is your third house anyway. So there's definitely going to be a lot of revisits to the past. Now, the other thing is that, and with Mercury retrograde, yes, as we know, happens 3 to 4 times a year. It can bring like miscommunication, crossed wires, all of that. Just, get things in writing if you need to, with any important conversations, any of that, okay? But it's time to go within. Yeah. Reassessing, reconsidering, reevaluating, reviewing. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. All right. Because you will have a lot of moments. When I see what's happening for you, you're going to have a lot of moments asking yourselves, am I doing the right thing? This is you, Cancer. Yeah. A couple other signs too. And then FYI, with all these retrogrades, especially what's happening here for you. Yeah. You may be having some moments where you are making amends. Okay. Now, this is the big picture. Yeah. Mercury's going to stay retrograde in Leo. Okay. Until September 2nd. then Mercury does move into Virgo, where it's in its domicile and exalted. Yeah. And again, Virgo rules your third house. Mercury natively rules both the third house and Virgo. I mean, like, so that what's happening here with Mars conjuncting the South Node, that you're going to see a lot more come from that. All right. In terms of communication, agreements, contracts, family, sibling, travel, launching businesses, internet, social media, there's education as well, teaching, taking courses. So there is a sense of like this preparation mode for when you get to August, even September. Remember, September, we have those eclipses. Yep. All right. So anyway, big things happening in September. And I did tell you that, right? And Leo ruling your second house. What did I say in your Saturn Neptune video? You know what's happening next year. Yeah. 2026 for you. So where do you want to be by summer 2026? Okay, I'll leave that video at the end of this video. Now, if you're a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon, for your sister, for your husband, Larry, or your kids, whoever, fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Gemini and Virgo are going to feel the Mercury retrograde in Leo the most. All right. If you have any planets, I'd say 3 to 4 degrees to 17 degrees in any of the fixed signs. Remember, we look at the angular aspects. Doesn't matter which one of the fixed signs, you will feel it. Mercury retrograde. Now, Friday, July 18th, just like right after this is in the morning, my time, Eastern Standard Time, around 10 a.m. Okay, so convert that to wherever you live in the world. You got Mercury in Leo, sextile Venus and Gemini. And so it's a sextile. It's wonderful. This is one big window of opportunity, this big chance for you. And so remember, with sextiles, you feel it days before, days after. This is great. Remember, Venus has been in Gemini most of the month. Your charm factor is really cranked up. You're feeling like you are a healer, and people are listening to you. All right. It's very stimulating. You could have a lot of activity here with relationships. Okay. It's Mercury and Venus and Gemini, right? So there could be a lot of communication. There could be a lot of DMs. There could be a lot, again, people coming from the past. Mercury's retrograde at this point. So something here with new ideas as well, creative ideas, but you just going back to creative projects. You have your North Node in your ninth. So a lot of Cancers are going to go back to that book you were writing and you got really busy, or that painting that you were doing, but also like maybe you were starting a podcast and then you got really busy. You're going back to it. All right. So again, I really love what's happening here for you, and really spend that time being social. And all this Leo energy, Mercury and Leo, remember that is that spotlight. But what I really love about Mercury sextile Venus here for you, there is something here where I'm looking at, it's just something that's really building your confidence, again, with everything else here. And there are a lot of conversations that's happening. There's things that are happening in your material world and your spiritual world. And it's just like, there's so much happening for Cancer during your birthday season. But again, it's all part of this new you. And what I love about Mercury sextile Venus, remember, Mercury is the mind, right? And Leo is the heart. Venus is also the heart. And Gemini is the mind. So there's this exciting like fire and air movement happening with this sextile. Just think magnetic, okay? Like Jason Statham, Linda Cardellini, they have this aspect. So think of that, a magnetism, right? Who's the guy from Outlander? Sam Hugan. He's got it. Yeah. So it's like that charm factor. So it's kind of like you embrace that energy. Anyway, cross watchers, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're going to feel this the most. I'm also going to throw in Virgo and Taurus. Yeah. If you know your chart, if you have any planets between 13 to 17 degrees in any of those signs, you're going to feel it. All right. But everyone's going to feel it. Now, another thing that's happening. Oh my goodness. You got the moon exalted in Taurus. That's going to sextile Jupiter. That's exalted and your sign. So you got this double exaltation here. And this sextile, that's amazing. So what I love about this is that the moon This is just very optimistic. It is good vibes. It's grounding vibes too with the moon in Taurus, but there is a sense of like emotional well-being, especially with the way that you connect with people. There's something here that's part of your future goals and aspirations and long-term dreams. And there is something here with friendships. It just feels really sweet and special. And there's this nurturing energy that you're going to really feel. I mean, this is, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. And there's a sense of wealth that you're going to feel in your life. And remember, Taurus is like the physical world, right? And again, Taurus rules your 11th house. So again, just please be social. The 11th house is like your support system. It's your friendships and benefactors and allies, people that support you too. So really special. And then Friday, July 18th, oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. We already did that. Where are we? Oh, yeah. What I was going to say is like with the moon in Taurus, I really would just treat yourself. This is a time where for you, Cancer, please go out and just celebrate. If it's your birthday, please go celebrate. But go do things with friends. Go get, your nails done with friends. It's in your 11th house, right? Go to the, I don't know, the Debbie Gibson concert, the reunion concert. I mean, like, it is retrogrades. You're going to see a lot of like people from the blast of the past coming around. Anyway, but with friends. Now, Sunday, July 20th is when we have Mars conjunct the South Node. Now, remember, I talked about this. It's at 19 degrees. We've talked about that last week. This is very important. There is truly something ending here, okay? You got the South Node, which is all about leaving things in the past, lessons you have learned, right? And Mars is going to be like a laser conjuncting the South Node in Virgo. Mars is in Virgo in your third. So what's happening here? This is also going to be squaring Venus, yeah? Because Mars square Venus is happening next week. But so you start feeling that here. As I said in your monthly forecast, and even last week, this is all about what you don't want part of your future. It's time, okay? Something has reached a point of fatigue, an expiration date, something here that's, it just seems a lot of y'all have learned your lessons, and literally, because it's in your third house, of like teaching and learning. So you could be ending a course around this time, FYI. There could be a trip that you're taking that's ending. It is Virgo energy. There's something here with work, all right? There may be something here where you feel like this is not part of my journey and I need to communicate something because it's in my third house. Yeah. This is also something possibly with health that you need to communicate, right? Lifestyle as well. That's all, Virgo energy, okay? So once again, there may be something, because the South Node's the past, and you got 4 planets retrograde, all about the past. There may be something about you right now where you are saying, I've got to let this go. And with it being in your third house, again, that's communication, that's education, that's publishing, that's broadcasting, that's, maybe even social media. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm done with social media. I find I'm, doom scrolling all the time. Whatever it is, that's not good for you. This is the time because Mars is going to come in, and Mars can be a little bit hard here. Okay. So what really amplifies this for you? All right. First of all, it's a lot of mutable energy because the moon will conjunct Uranus and Gemini, a mutable sign. Right. And then, the moon will also conjunct Venus, which is great. But remember, this is all like 12th house energy for you with all this, the moon in Gemini. But here's the thing. Mercury rules both Virgo and Gemini. Okay. So these two signs are really active right now on this day. So there is something here. I feel like because it is in your third house that is Mercury ruled, messenger, right? Mercury's a messenger. Mercury's retrograde. Mercury's the mind. Mercury's retrograde. Something's coming up where you're thinking or you're speaking. Something it's gotta go. I'm making an announcement. This is okay. I'm quitting my job. I'm, maybe, I'm no longer working with my sister for this business that we had an idea for. Whatever it is, it's got to go. Like, no feeling guilt, no, none of that. It's you see what's happening, the build up to this moment. So you at this point should know, right? You can't hold on to something that deep down inside intuitively Who's got to go? All right. Just letting you know, okay? And remember, it is the South Node and Mars in Virgo. Virgo is connected to the gut. Trust your gut instincts. And yes, there could be something with digestive, issues as well for some people. With this energy, healthcare is a big thing. But Gemini is connected to the mind, Virgo to the gut, right? And they're both ruled by Mercury. So there is a merging of the physical mind and the higher mind here too, like instincts and intellect. So I really, again, something's got to go, but all in the name of like gratitude, enlightenment. Thank you. I learned my lesson and I know this is not part of my journey. Yeah. I'm carving out space for myself with all these retrogrades. It's my birthday season. Whatever's happening here is part of my awakening. This part of the great awakening, right? With Uranus and Gemini, you got the North Node in Pisces anyway. And your ninth house, which is so spiritual, okay? Seeing things in a new way. Yeah, your life purpose, moving in the direction of your destiny, your mission statement, all right? It is going to be a big, big day. 19 in astrology is really all about karma anyway, to be honest. All right. So just keep that in mind. Again, a Libra degree. Okay. Remember, you always see Libra, scales of justice, right? In the courts. You have in your ninth house of the courts. There may be something here. FYI. All right. And I bring this up because Mars will sextile Juno and Scorpio. Okay. Just remember, Juno is Jupiter's wife, all about truth and justice, equality, fairness, and legal matters, contracts, marriage. There could be something here with hobbies for you too, to be honest. Okay. So, what else? Yeah, that's really it. I do love the moon. Well, with the moon conjuncting Uranus and Gemini, by the way, I would not be surprised if you have this like very visceral, like psychic level intuition. Okay. FYI, breakthrough moment. Creative energy is really strong. And then with the moon conjunct Venus as well. Yes. Very auspicious, very like favorable. Remember the moon's your ruler, right? So there's just this, it's a very emotional week for you, but it's like you love it. All right. It's that feel good emotions, especially when you let this one thing go. Okay. Now, the other thing is one last thing I'm going to tell you. All right. I ran out of room, so no room on the whiteboard because I am promoting my new site, which is finally up. That's a whole other thing. Okay. I remember I am a 0 degree Gemini rising. Uranus is right on my, it's been a week. But anyway, yeah, that's the website where I do longer prediction videos, like deep dives, like remote viewing. I'm going to teach astrology, tarot, how to be more intuitive, all of that. Okay. All of that. In a different way, Uranus, But the thing I was going to say is that it's really interesting what's happening this week because you got Mercury retrograde in Leo. You have Ceres, who is, nurturing, motherhood. It's very, very, Ceres is linked to Virgo, all right? And then and Ceres is in Aries, and then you have Juno and Scorpio. And they're all making these alignments this week. And Juno, being Jupiter's wife, Juno is a dwarf planet, just kind of like Pluto. Yeah. What's happening here, it just feels it's like all the queens in tarot. Yeah. You could feel this really great passion and depth this week in a really big way. Okay. In a very maternal mama bear, but maybe dominant, and it can be career, it can be home, it can be with family, it can be with friends. You have a lot happening for you, Cancer, okay? But a lot of it can be like in that, I want the truth, but nothing but the truth in my life. And I say this, and then I'm saying this because I love you, yeah, that kind of way, and it just makes you feel more confident. Anyway. Let's get started. All right. Let's see what's going on for you, Cancer. So yeah, that was a little. Oh, okay. Let me see how long. Okay. Let's see what's going on for you, Cancer. For this week. Yeah. July 14th to the 20th for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right. Cancer. Yep. Okay. Cancer, I do a traditional culture cross spread, offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Cancer, happy birthday. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. I hope you're having listen, you got Jupiter in your sign for a year. And again, you're gonna see a lot. Just wait. I have so many exciting things to tell you. But I am very excited for you. I'm very happy for you. There's some great things happening. Okay, so let's get started. See what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, I knew, like, it's just when I see what's going on for you, it's just obvious you're gonna get a spread like this. You're gonna get you're gonna get a. Ooh, that was, yeah, and the mic is fixed, so you get, all right, let's get started. You're good. You're good. You're amazing. Cancer, you got the Magician. So it's very clear to me that you are on this new path, that there's something that may have already happened. Again, wouldn't be surprised, especially with Uranus moving into Gemini, with the full moon in Capricorn last, week as well. I'm just not surprised. There's new stuff happening for Cancers, and now you're reassessing a lot of the things. And it can be because things moved really fast, and you're in a brand new place, and now you need to slow down and be like, okay, I need to just gather myself, right? Great. Amazing. A lot of y'all, remember, I dropped these forecasts a little bit early, so if you're watching it now, yeah, you're moving into something brand new. I mean, we're kicking off the major arcana here, right? Your journey, the hero's journey. The Magician has the power to create whatever reality he wants. It's card 1, all right? Interestingly, with Mercury being so active this week, this card is attributed to Mercury. And Mercury, again, fast, but also makes things happen. And again, you're going to communicate a lot this week, but hand to the sky, hand to the ground, as above, so below. Infinity symbol over his head. You got this. You're good. You got to take that action, though. That's the Magician. He is a card of action. And remember, I said card 1. Well, look in the heart of your spread. You got the World. How interesting. Yeah? How very interesting. So you got the World in the heart of your spread for this weekly reading. Look at your entire spread here. There's enormous change. Yeah. There's this sense of like, it's almost like you're going through many rebirths. It's almost like you're also like in your physical world starting something new, but also there is a big chapter closing, a major one too. Okay. But there could also be a lot of y'all who are, again, maybe taking some time thinking about your career. Big changes there. And again, if you're not here for career, just maybe you've retired. Okay. And now this is like, okay, what is my big passion? How do I want to contribute to the collective? Or to my family, or to my, knitting community, whatever it is, there's something here. Everything's changing. The world is attributed to Saturn, right? So, Saturn retrograde in your 10th. I can't even believe this. I mean, it's like you just know things is what this is saying. Okay. It's almost like you're already at that finish line. Like it's in your mind, or you've manifested it. You see it. You see the pot of gold at the end of the top. Like that's what's going to happen this week. All right. You even see, I'm going to show you something here. You see she's holding the 2 magician's batons, right? So again, there is a sense of, through this journey, there's these dualities, polarities in your life. There's these ups and downs and highs and lows, but there is a sense of like it's like you already know. It's like GPS, right? You put in an address and it gives you the thing to get there, the best way to get there. It's almost like you've already downloaded it in your head, or you will this week, because you also have the 10 of swords here in your challenge area. Okay. So again, remember, for you especially, there's this huge shift in perspective. You're seeing things in different ways, and the old ways are done. Okay. They're gone. And that is your big thing, that if there's something that you have to work on, I have to stress, like if something comes up and you intuitively know, okay, I guess I can't, I really want to start this band with, Alyssa. It's my dream. But there's something intuitively saying, I don't think I do want to, I'd rather go with, Marjorie or whatever, right? You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Okay? That's going to be helpful for you. Now, the other thing is, it does feel like there's something where someone else is involved, and how they feel and how they move forward really depends on the actions you take. Okay? I hope that makes sense. You're going to see that play out this week. Now, Six of Swords, great. Whatever happens here, you're doing things for the higher good. You're going with your intuition, in touch with your higher mind, sixth sense, all of that. Whoosh, perfect. Because you got the Hangman too, and the Root of your Spread. So how crazy, you have the Six of Swords in your crown, Hangman, and the Root of your Spread. Okay? In your root. So this is all about going from like any chaos to calm. Okay? You needed these retrogrades. You needed them. All right? So this is great. A lot of protection here. Harmony. There's so much harmony. And there's so much, like, everything's harmonizing for you now. Because there could have been some things that happened, but now that you did what you need to do to move forward on your path, you've cleared energy up here. But also, that was the whole point. There was maybe something blocking up here, but if you went deep and you saw things in a different way, the way the Hangman does, this is a very spiritual card, all right? There's a sense of surrender with the Hangman, a sense of even sacrifice. Whatever you have to do, you've got to do it because you know that things are about to change in your life, and you're making those changes. In order to do that, you have to see what's not working. Yeah? Or a lot of it, again, with the North Node in your 9th house, which is your worldview. And again, he wanted to see the world in a different way. But it's because a lot of the old ways no longer work. Have that moment. Remember, it's all about this freedom and freeness. And then you're good. You got the Eight of Wands in your future. This is exciting. This is a lot of enthusiasm in the Eight of Wands. Just whoosh. And the wands completely aligned. Yeah. And wands are just so invigorating, and they're passions, and it's action, and it's a lot of career. Yeah. So it looks like there's whatever direction you're going, whatever you're ending, whatever you're beginning. Once that happens, there's so much movement, and you can bet something's going to come through now. The Eight of Wands. There's no blockages here. The wands in their happy place. And again, alignment. It's all about the alignment. Things aligning for you. Career, profession, anything you're passionate about. We even call those arrows of love. Are you here for love? You got the Magician. You can put that energy anywhere. You see all four tools, the tarot here. You even see the cups. You see the pentacles, the wands, the swords, anything. If you're here for love, this is a love reading too. Okay? Relationships, all of that. Now, let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness. Cancer, y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, would it be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what is going on. You see the power in my voice, even when my voice is gone. And I really do want to hear from you. Happy birthday. What are you doing for your birthday? Is your birthday, are y'all? Anyway, tell me. Okay. Y'all are amazing. All right. Let's, yeah. Yeah. Okay. You want to talk about this? You got the Three of Cups. Your card, by the way. Okay. It's your card. It's actually attributed to Mercury in Cancer. You just had Mercury in Cancer, right? Before Mercury moved into Leo. But anyway, yeah, there's something. It's almost like there's this joy. There's something inside you that's going to come out. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to, like, it's almost like there's some quicksand up here. But we got to, when you have that spiritual moment, when you take that action, when you move in this direction, when you have this trust in yourself, when you can let some things go, make room up here, see the brighter side of things, okay? And be confident in the entire process, everything happens for you. Three of Cups, yeah. This is all, it's a vibration of the Empress here, right? 3. And I told you have a lot of family stuff happening. It can even be like colleagues. You have a lot of work stuff happening. You have a lot of friendship stuff happening, even with the moon exalted in Taurus. I really love that for you. But anyway, whatever it is for you, there is this sense of like, I just want to get this thing off. I just want to get this thing out of the way. I want to end this, or I need to make room for this new thing to begin. That's going to bring me so much joy. And you're going to be fine. You got the Page of Cups. So if you are here for love, there you go. It's in your external factors area. So there could be some new form of like bonding with someone else. And it doesn't have to be love. It could be, you know, again, if you're looking for like a business partner or whatever it is, feels like someone's going to be on the same passion level as you. It could even be like a creative partner in some capacity, but it could also, pages are the messengers too. You could be getting messages. You just got the Page of Cups, a messenger. This card, it's a Sagittarius card. It's first decan, so it's attributed to Mercury in Sagittarius. You have Mercury in Cancer. You have the Magician attributed to Mercury, right? You have this Mercury in Aquarius, Six of Swords. So again, it just seems like there may be something here with agreements, verbal agreements, contracts, or family, or signing something, or unsigning something, or do you know what I mean? Like communicating is the big thing. That's the third house. Mercury, the messenger. There's got to be something here that really, again, it's almost like it can be even surprising. Like, oh, I can believe that, you know, happened. But again, that's why you got the star. You have to have that self-belief. Okay. And so when you see what's happening here in your main spread, okay, you didn't get any cups. And that is love and feelings and emotions, even like self-love and whatnot. So something that you want to, you know, just keep an eye on. Sure, it's in the Magician. Make it happen. Make it happen. Yeah. Things that bring you joy, that expansion, and that faith in yourself. You see it's that strength, that inner courage. But this is healing. It's wisdom. It's the stars aligning for you. You got stars aligning for you. You got wands aligning for you. Everything's aligning for you. You just have to believe in yourself and believe everything will happen for you. All right. Great knowledge and wisdom here. You see the ibis. Anyway, last card is the Nine of Swords. Yeah. So what is it that you have to, there's still something here. If you do not let that thing go, or even as you move into this new thing, new path in your life, you're gonna be thinking about the past. Don't let the past own you. Okay? Make your past history. It's almost like it's like, yeah, it's all this new stuff. But it's like you can't even enjoy the moment because something up here is still like, was that, you know, should I have let that go? Or, you know what I mean? Like and a lot of it's going to be about you. There's got to be something that's changing within you. It's a lot of like the way that you're seeing things and thinking about things anyway. And that's a sword suit anyway, by the way. So, but it does feel like, again, someone else is involved. I'll clarify that one for you. It does feel like that. But in the end, don't be hard on yourself. It's your birthday season. Go rent out a yacht. Do a champagne bath. What do Cancers do for their birthdays? Y'all go out and have fun with your family. Go do a barbecue. You got another 9. You got the 9 of Wands. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I'm going to do one more. It does. So that's basically that clarifier saying like, Jimmy, you really got to tell them there's no other way. You gotta let those things go. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's your there's your affirmation. You gotta let it go. And again, remember I said someone else is involved. Well, there's your affirmation. Okay, with the devil. Okay, you see the 2 people from the Lovers card, chained to the devil. And again, it doesn't have to be love. A lot of y'all it's gonna be, but it can be like family member. It can be a friendship. Whatever it is, it can be colleague. Whatever it is. There's something you're still like, okay, it's taking too much energy. You see him standing sitting up at night with the hands over his face. Can't even see his future, right? This one, this is a great card. It's, you know, like not giving up. But at the same time, look at what's happening here. So now it's like, are you not giving up on something that you know you should let go? Are you fighting really hard for something that you're putting too much energy into? That it's like, okay, we gotta, all right, that's part of this, okay? That's gonna bring that peace of mind. Because, I mean, you got the devil. As we know, it's Capricorn. right? Attributed to Capricorn. What happened last week? We had a full moon in Capricorn. In your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. What I say about Juno being very active this week? Yeah. Legal matters, contracts, things like that too. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Marriage, all of that's part of the 7th house. But there is something here where it just feels like there's something about you that you have to recognize. Okay. It's time to let it go. Let's break free from those chains. Those chains are loose, but in order to break free, you have to know what those chains are. Yeah. So you're actually really good. It's just, if there's anything that would get in your way, it would be yourself. And all it is saying, any decision you make, don't have any regrets. That's why any decision you make, you got to trust your intuition. Okay. Have a blend of everything, mind, body, spirit, all of it. Okay. Well, you want me to clarify something else for you? It's your birthday. Okay. Why don't I... By the way, some of y'all are really... for some of y'all, there's someone that you just cannot bring into this next chapter, and you've got to know who that is. Okay. It doesn't feel, yeah. There's your affirmation with the 7 of Cups, illusion, delusion. Like, you got to know what you want. You got to know, and there's your Cups card, right? But anyway, you got to know what you want. You got to know what you want, but you really have to feel it in your bones. Are you moving in the right direction? So all you have to do this week is spend that time, be social, first of all right? Always leave your lines of communication open, but know what you want. Okay, that's all it is. You got to know, okay? Because there's something here that can be completely amazing for you, but there's also a part of you that it's hard for you to move in this new direction, because there could be something like because the devil is like codependency as well as like, okay, I can't do this with, my best friend. Like, no, you can. You got to let that go. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's something that you've got to let go. You're going to know what it is, okay? Especially with Uranus in your 12th, all right? Anyway, Cancer, next week. Oh, well, yeah, we have a new moon in Leo next week. I mean, your 2nd house of income, sorry, finances. Like, some of y'all are getting new, like exactly what I said. Messages definitely coming through, especially of the past. And there's a sense of you really following your bliss. The other thing, things can be happening really fast for you. Just keep that in mind, okay? Slow down. Have the moments you need, all right? And yeah, with that 9 of Wands, sure. There is a sense of like, yeah, for the things that you're fighting for that you intuitively know, or make sure that it's truly, truly something is part of your destiny, your purpose, everything moving forward. Because there could be a little bit of, there's a little bit of deception here too, okay? Just letting you know. And it could be from someone who actually already did something to you and you're just like, I'm just going to sweep that under the rug. No. Cancer next week. Yeah. New moon. We have a lot to talk about next week. Cancer, and tier 3 members. Yep. We're going to do a special thing. All right. Anyone's welcome to join. You know where to find the link. Y'all are raising Cancer. Happy birthday. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.